Hello all. Been very busy. I stained it. I started putting the plumbing together. I did all the electrical underneath the stand. I changed this room out to a 20 amp circuit just in case and just because. And I wanted to go over a few different things too. I got this sump pump here. What my plan is to do is make the water, the RODI water, down in my basement, okay, and stick it in a 44-gallon Brute trash can. I will then stick that sump in there, the sump pump in there, have it shoot out up through the emergency access basement window, through that window, and then go up into the tank. Because running up and down the stairs, for 200 gallons is going to be a pain in the ass, lifting it up over my head because of how tall this thing stands, and be a real pain in the ass. So that's my plan. This is the sump. It's a 3/4 horsepower pump. I'm sorry, it's a 1/3 horsepower pump. And I got this hose here, standard, sump pump hose to shoot the water up and through, to load it up and do water changes if needed, and all that good stuff. So, I also got some sand, some Tropic Eden premium grade reef sand. Looks really good. Good size substrate, everything else like that. And yeah, I used a this type of stain. It is Minwax Polyshade stain and polyurethane in one step. Bombay mahogany gloss. That's how it's got that shiny gloss. I wanted to get a polyurethane going on because salt water and water spots and everything else like that, so everything inside there should be protected as far as anything rotted out and everything like that. I did the inside and the outside obviously, but yeah, this tank is ready for water. Go into detail here about the sump. This is Ecosystem 3613 Miracle Mud Method for my sump. As you can see, it comes with two 65K power compacts that are on 24 hours after the mud is cycled. And they give you a bunch of instructions, owner's manual and stuff like that. 40 pounds of mud, blah blah blah. With this system, they keep saying over and over again, and they have videos to prove it on YouTube, that you do not need a protein skimmer. Nowhere in here do you see a protein skimmer and or room for a protein skimmer, but one less piece of equipment to buy, save you some money, yeah, protein skimmers, guys swear up and down about how great they are and how much they get out of it, but at the same time, they take out some of the phytoplankton, and if you're going to have corals, which I'm going to have, rather than having a supplement of phytoplankton, you can actually just let it fly as is. So, go into detail. This is the drain from the overflow box. Comes in down into the filter sock. And then I have my JBJ True Temp 800 watt heater in the first chamber here. It plugs into that controller right there. That'll be digital once I turn it on. And it'll program it, so that you can keep it in between your 74 to 78 degrees, blah blah blah. Here is one bank of outlets that I did to plug everything in. There is the second bank of outlets. Plenty of spots to plug in. It's overkill, I know, but I'm an electrician, so this part was easy for me. I knew what the hell to do here. So the reason why one of these is going vertical and the other one's going horizontal is because of timers. If you do a timer, which at least the one I'm thinking about to do, you have to, you plug it in and it faces down and it plugs in from the bottom up, and then if you had it going, all of them going one way, you'd lose the access to this outlet going in this way because you have a plug hanging out in front of you. So that's why I went up and down, and so you have more options for it, and everything just goes back into there. Again, that's a 20 amp circuit now. Back to the whole pump and sump. Filter sock going in. There's these slots here for the water to come through. Water comes over the mud and your algae, or I'm sorry, I forgot the name of it, the Cheeto algae comes up over that little lip there, down over some bio balls. Yes, I know a lot of people hate bio balls, but I've talked to the owner of Miracle Mud, and he has said that don't worry about what you've heard about the bio balls, use them. The one thing that I will say that is bad about this sump is it is a kit. It's prime, it is solid. You don't get that many bio balls. You get enough to fill up the third chamber, not enough to get to the first chamber and third chamber. Yeah, I could take some out and I'd have like a bottom capacity of nothing, but if you want to do like a wet dry over there and then just a wet filter over here, I'm going to need something that's going to be like this high for my bio balls to be dry, then wet, then coming on in. I might do that, or I might just do some rock. Haven't decided yet. Getting back to here. Here is the Pan World 200, which will give me 1750 gallons per hour. Make sure you put your unions in, so if the pump goes bad, you can take it out. One thing I did notice here is this bulkhead came with it, and it's great. I need to get a strainer for here, but however, if this pump ever dies, I'm going to have to get a plug for this end so that the water doesn't just come flying through and leaking all over the floor. But yeah, get a 1-inch cap, plug, whatever on this side, change this pump out, and you should be good to go. It's a 1-inch in, 1-inch out. So are my pipes. Luckily, there is ball valves on right behind here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yep. Right behind here is a ball valve for the corners. These go up into the corners. Let me go on the other side real quick. It's this one right here. It goes up. It Y's out to here to the one corner. And then if you can see it or not, probably not, but it goes over to the second corner over there. Right there. And right there. You can turn them off here and whatever. A good thing about them being on top is that if the power goes out, as soon as the water goes below this level, that's all the water that's going to go in your sump. So you're pretty safe on that end. And then I got my closed loop pump. I could put it here, but space. I want a little bit more space in here to have some room to play with what future stuff I wanted to put in here. So this is the Pan World 150. It's good for 1200 gallons per hour, and it's going on the closed loop. There's the in, and then it's 1.5 inches out. Yeah, this looks like shit. I know. I'm not a plumber, and I know a bunch of plumbers who are watching this are going to read me, you new asshole, for doing it like this. But like I said, it's a 1 inch in and 1 inch out. But this is 1.5 inches going out to my closed loop. So that's why that's like that with all these things. Hope you like this video. It's getting close. And next time, hopefully, I'll have water in this. Thanks for watching.